day out. If you can see the sun in the background, just a beautiful day. This morning I had to go into the office, work on some cases, meet a couple of clients, and I also had to go visit a client in jail. I don't have clients in jail. I really go out of my way to make sure that my clients aren't in jail. But I have one client that's currently in custody, pending his trial or resolution of his case. So I go to the jail. I have to get special permission to bring my computer in. I want to go over discovery with my client. I want to make sure that they have a very good understanding of the case, the defense of the case, the different options from a plea to a trial. So long story short, I'm probably in the jail, 3-4 hours going over everything. And one of the questions, I've never asked this, but I asked my client, I go, what do you do during the day? If you're in custody, I read and that kind of thing. I go, how's the food? You always hear these stories about how the food is so bad. And he says, it's horrible. It's like one of the biggest reasons you don't want to be here. And I go, really? And I go, it's weird because, people say that about cafeteria food or about airport food, or when you're in high school or college, the food at the cafeteria. And he goes, no, it's really bad. So just change subjects where, we're talking about the case. And as we're leaving, I shake his hand and I say, okay, work on this. And as we walk out together from this little room that we're in, a correctional officer comes down. The internet's back. So I'm walking out with the client, I say goodbye, I'll talk to you soon, I'll give you an update. And I've handed him, a bunch of paperwork, which is discovery. Right as we're walking out the first door, he's going to go sort of the cell area, and I'm going to go down the hallway to an elevator. Well, the correctional officer comes out and hands him, it looks like 2 plates, and they're different colors, so it's kind of threw me. It wasn't like a paper plate, where you take, if you're leaving a barbecue and you bring a to-go plate or anything like that. It was like a tray that had the for almost like, here's the best way, like a Hungry Man, right? Except they were colored plastic plates. And it was like one Hungry Man plate on top of another Hungry Man plate, except one was blue, one was like red or yellow, kind of weird colors, right? So it's just kind of like a pause, like my brain's like, what is he giving him? And then the client goes, you got to see this. And he opens it up and he goes, this is what I'm talking about. And I look at the food, or what, and I honestly, I couldn't believe it. It looked like human feces, diarrhea, brown, muddy, just disgusting. Honestly, disgusting. And a piece of cornbread off to the side, and another roll off to the side. And then it looked like maybe some sort of green beans that were almost regurgitated. I'm not kidding you guys. Holy crap, is that a reason not to go to jail? I'm a guy who grew up on welfare. We didn't have food. We would run out of food by the 10, So, I grew up as a kid. We didn't have much. So as I got older and I got my degrees, it was like, I want to eat. Obviously I eat too much, right? But when I saw that, I was like, I was truly amazed. I've been a defense attorney 15 years. I've had people, that have been in jail before. I've never seen the food. And I never thought, I was like, it's not that bad. Everyone says it's bad. Oh my, literally, if I would have got closer to, I might have started going, it looked like someone defecated on a plate and then vomited some half-eaten green beans or regurgitated green beans, and then there was a nice square piece of cornbread. This isn't even funny. It's truly disgusting. And I know there's people go, oh yeah, listen, everybody who's in jail is not a horrible person. Okay? Everyone who's in prison is not a horrible person. There are people who may have done horrible acts. They may have had a bad day. They may have done something that's totally outside their realm of their normal thing. But no joke, I wouldn't feed, I love my dogs probably more than 90% of the world. I wouldn't give that to my worst enemy. It was that disgusting. I literally like reached for my pocket to see if I had my phone. Obviously, I can't bring my phone in the jail, but I was like, I need a phone. I almost wanted to take my laptop out and reverse and take a picture because I can't articulate, I can't verbally do it justice, just how nasty the food was. And it was just runny. It was like there was water in it. It was like I said, like it was like human feces, diarrhea. It was disgusting. I'll never forget the image of my client going, see, this is what I'm telling you, and then he walks back through the doors. I'll tell you, to the day I die, I will not forget the image of the client, how bad I felt for the client, regardless of what they did. I have a job to do my best to help them. But there's, other than like, killing somebody or molesting a child, I can't imagine anybody ever going, oh, that person deserves what they get in that kind of food. It was just horrible, just horrible. So folks, the people who are watching, you don't want to go to jail. The food is horrific. If there's any reason not to steal something from the mall or get into a fight with your neighbor or fight with your family member or do anything that could get you placed in jail, it's the food. The food is horrific. No, I didn't try it. No, I didn't taste it. I looked at it and I almost barfed myself in the hallway. I'm attorney Roger P. Foley. Thanks for listening. I'm driving. I see that there's some people that are texting and messaging. I can't really read it. I can't focus on the camera. I got to focus on the road. Thanks for listening. Take care, guys. Don't go to jail. You don't want the food.